We're going to be driving all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah to Los Angeles, California in a Tesla. At the end of this video, you'll know how much time we spent at the superchargers and how much it really costs to go on a road trip in a Tesla. Well, we're starting this trip with a full battery. We are going to have 283 miles. When I put our destination in my phone, it says that we're gonna take 10 hours and 19 minutes to drive there. But I'm gonna show you guys how long it actually takes in a Tesla with charging, and we're gonna show you how much it costs. And here's our first stop in Nephi, Utah. Alrighty, now on the screen it says there are 8 superchargers available, but let's just hope that they are all working.
At least one.
Yes, at least one. Man, no one's here. I thought we were gonna have a Tesla car meet. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Well, these ones don't look as glamorous as other ones I've seen on YouTube, but we got to charge. This is actually really nice. I enjoy it. The weather is beautiful. We still had about 63% left on our battery, but the next supercharger is going to be a lot further away, so we're just gonna top off until we make it to there. But this is what our first supercharger looks like. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in total. We're taking one, someone else just pulled up. There's not much else around. I mean, we got a gas station, we got a Burger King, so if we were hungry, we could eat, but we just picked up some Chick-fil-A, so I think we're good. Now, I just walked to the nearest gas station, and if we look at the lowest grade of gas, it is $3.95, so we'll kind of see how that compares to charging our Tesla. Now, we've completed our charging for this trip, but the real question you've all been waiting for, how much did it cost, and how long did it take? This thing's not...
Okay.
Now, we still had some juice in our Tesla, so it takes a little bit longer to charge from like the 80 to 100% range, but it took us about 22 minutes and it was only $8.40. So compared to the gas right over there, not too bad, but let's get back on the road. Now, like I said, we were around 60% when we rolled into this supercharger, but our next supercharger, we're going to be going in at 17%. So we're gonna have a lot more to charge, it'll take more time, and it'll cost more, but we're gonna let you guys know how much that costs and how long it takes. Now, we've only been driving for a couple minutes, and it's dropped from 17% down to 15%, and like, we've barely made it out of Nephi, so I guess we'll see where we make it at our next supercharger. Or if we make it at our next supercharger. This is the scary part about driving electric vehicles. You just can't fill up, but it is a lot cheaper and it takes a lot longer. But that's scary right there. Ain't that scary?
Try not to think about it.
If we just turn up the music, it'll go away.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so listening to music did not help because now we are at 10%. It just keeps dropping. I don't even know if we're gonna make it to our supercharger, so we may have run into our first problem, but we're just gonna try and drive conservatively, save as much energy as possible, and hopefully make it to our next stop. We're still headed to Mesquite, and our battery, it says it's going to be under 10% when we get there, so we're kind of cutting it close. And the whole reason why we're going on this road trip is because one of our friends is getting married, and if we run out of battery, there is a chance that we will miss the wedding, so we cannot have that happen. We're trying to drive slower, conserve our energy, and we turned off the air conditioning because that's wasting some of our battery as well. The Tesla rerouted us to St. George, which is a little bit closer than Mesquite, so we will make it to that supercharger, but it turns out you can't drive your Tesla like a race car when you're on a long road trip because it uses a lot of battery. Well, we have made our way off of the freeway and we are at our next supercharger We only got 3 other Teslas here, so not too big of a meet, but we're doing good. I don't know if you can hear me that well, but we made it here with 38 miles left. So let's plug this bad boy in. And when we're done charging, we're gonna let you know how long it took and how much it costs. After going to the World Wildlife Museum, going to the bathroom, watching Netflix, and eating Lunchables, we have been here for 43 minutes. And our grand total for this charging session is, drumroll please. Where do I find it? And our, why are you laughing at me? And our grand total for this charging session was $25.42. So that is not bad compared to gas. So we're super glad that we made it to another supercharger, but it is time to start our journey to the next one. So this drive was not too bad. We made it here with 52 miles, but it's not showing how many superchargers are available. So let's see if we can find one. This is actually the biggest supercharging station I have seen on this entire trip. This thing's huge. All these roofs up here are solar powered. This is crazy. I don't know where to go. There's like a 10B in the shade. Do we know which ones are faster? Like, I feel like this is going to be the future of charging stations. There's just so many, but I feel like there needs to be more cool stuff around them. Like, there's a gas station for us. I don't want a stinky old gas station. They're crusty. Well, it's official. We finally parked. We're here in California. Let's get this bad boy charged and see how long it takes and how much it costs.
Okay.
Now, there's already so many superchargers around here. This place is ginormous, but they also have another charging point for non-Tesla cars, but they're building more superchargers over here. Some of them look a little bit different. Maybe they just have bags on them, but there are so many here. I think we're in Baker, California? Yes, we are in Baker, California, and this place is ginormous. Now, obviously, when taking a Tesla on a road trip, it's gonna take a lot longer with all the charging, but as I was flying my drone around this place, I realized how expensive gas was here. Right now, for just regular, like the cheapest you can get, it is $5.85. That is freaking insane. So the savings that we're gonna be getting from charging is definitely going to outweigh the gas, but it will take a little bit more time. Now, I'm so much more confident about this drive that we are in California, because if we go back to Utah and we click on the superchargers, there are only a few in the whole entire city, and a lot of those are really, really slow. But if we zoom out a little bit and we go to our destination in California, it is just plastered with superchargers. So I know when we get there we'll be okay, but man, Utah, you need to step up your charging game. Look at this. Now, we've been driving for about 10 hours. This is our third charge, and this is how much it cost. But first, our total time here was 45 minutes, and the total cost was $22.72 compared to the gas that is $5.85 a gallon. That is insane. That's like 4 gallons of gas from this gas station right here. That's insane. We're gonna go to our next and final supercharger, and we're going to get the total time we spent at the chargers and how much all of this charging costs to get us all the way from Salt Lake City to California. We have hit LA traffic, and as soon as we get to our last supercharger, we're gonna show you guys the final cost and time that we spent at each supercharger. But I'd say this has been a very successful trip, so I'm excited to show you guys how much it cost, but we're almost there, I promise. Well, we made the drive all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah to Los Angeles, California, and it has been such a great adventure. And us making it here means that we're going to make it to the wedding. We get to hang out with our friends, and we're going to show you guys the final cost. The autopilot is so helpful and just lets you have a little bit of a mind rest, and the charging honestly is not that bad. It goes pretty quick, and most of them are by bathroom, so you're going to be taking the time while you're there or getting snacks, eating, whatever that may be, making your Lunchables, and it takes you to places that you probably wouldn't have explored before. We are finally done charging. We're gonna unhook our last charge. Boom, it's official. Ugh. Get open, there. I need to learn how to do that. Our final total for this charge was, drum roll, our final total for this charge was $17.68. That is not bad compared to the gas prices here in California. And this charge was just 30 minutes, which is not bad, but our grand total for time added up charging is 2 hours and 23 minutes, which wasn't too bad, honestly. With the bathroom breaks, eating Lunchables, everything, that's pretty good. Now this is the really good one. Okay, so driving all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah to Los Angeles, California, our total for electricity was $74.22. So there you have it. If you guys made it this far in the video, I appreciate you so much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and hopefully we make it back home.